So when you lock in your carries, you get a huge advantage over the competition in obstacle course racing. But are the workouts you're doing, do they actually work? So I'm gonna show you the exact workouts that I do for myself and for the athletes that I coach. But before we really get into it, hit me with a subscribe, hit me with a thumbs up, and hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can get all the latest. So when it comes to carries, it's really the obstacle that takes the greatest amount of time during a race, aside from running, of course, but any other obstacle is only gonna take a couple of seconds to get through. A carry can take up to 3, 5, 6, 7 minutes at the highest end of competition. So you spend a lot of time doing that. So you can really gain a huge advantage and also lose a lot of time if your carries are not where they need to be. And the biggest bang for your buck that you'll get with your carry workouts is doing them under fatigue. There won't be any point in a race where you're going to be running up to a carry obstacle completely fresh. And if you are, you're out of that race anyway. So you need to make sure when doing these workouts, you are doing them under fatigue. So here's the exact workout that I do and that I give the athletes that I coach to help them judge where their carry strengths are and how to evaluate the workout so you can continue to get better when it comes to race day. So here's what that workout is going to look like in practice. So when we click into the workout itself, what we're gonna see is that you're gonna get, for me in particular, I carry the sandbag to where it needs to go, but typically some sort of warm up, I have to get 2 to 3 miles from a warm up, but it depends on what you are doing in your current volume. It could be 1 to 3 to 4 miles, whatever that looks like for you, but definitely get some sort of warm up in. And it's going to be one hard run effort for a half mile directly into a hard carry for a half mile. So the repeat itself is 1 full mile. And from there, you're gonna take recovery for a mile, easy jog, as light as you want it to be. And then you're just gonna repeat. Then a hard 800, another hard 800 meter carry. So the reason we want this to be so simple is that we just want to put our effort as high as possible going into that sandbag carry. So this is not a pacing workout. This is an all-out effort so that when you get that sandbag, you're already tired. So most of the times during your carries in your workouts or in your races, effort is a limiting factor. So you can always push a little bit more. And we want to really find where that space is in training so that we can feel confident going into the carry that no matter how tired we are, we can still go faster. That's why it's crucial in the beginning of this workout to hit it as hard as you possibly can. So that first 800 should be at about 5K, sub 5K pace, and just coming into that carry as hard as possible. So you're already fatigued, so you can work on that transition of getting that carry onto your shoulder or in front of you or wherever you're gonna carry it, and you're gonna go. And then you can really kind of test out where those limits are of your fatigue physically versus your mental wherewithal to keep going. So being as tired as possible is crucial for this workout. So this is not a pacing workout in any way. You wanna be as tired as possible when you have that sandbag, when you have that bucket, so you can really judge where you are. And then there's the second piece. The second hard carry is just to determine how much that's going to take out of you and what that means in terms of your overall fitness when it comes to running and your fitness when it comes to carries. So you're going to get a mile of recovery in between the 2 intervals. And if still after that mile of easy running, that second interval is a disaster, then we know it's your overall fitness. And we need to work on things like general running, general endurance, and your ability to maintain high efforts for longer duration. So putting in things like threshold training and tempo runs to help you bounce back quicker and that your overall endurance is better. And the closer that gap is between the two of them, the better. And on the opposite side, if your second one is much faster than your first one or faster at all, then there's an element that you're not pushing hard enough in that first one and that your fitness can still, that your performance can improve because your fitness is at a higher level than what you trust it to be. So that's where both of these pieces are important. That's the data you can take away from this, is that if it's too fast on the front end, then you need to work on your endurance. And if your second one is faster, then you need to work on your effort in that first one. So when I did this workout, here's what it looks like on my end. So my loop that I had was about 5.4, 5.3-ish, about a half mile. And so when I hit it hard for the first run, I took about 235, and then the carry was 348. And I was really happy with this. I was happy to see the average pace of the sandbag be as fast as it was. And I wasn't expecting that. And this did really suck. And about halfway through the sandbag carry, it was really mentally daunting to kind of hold on to the thing and keep pushing. But that is the point. That is the purpose of this, is that you want to get to a point where you want to stop, but you can keep going and then keep going. And then on the second carry, I was able to, so the first two here are what I had completed. The third one I just drifted off because I was tired. And here I actually see that I went a little bit faster on the run and on the carries. So when we look at it side by side, I just broke it out into this spreadsheet. My first one was 6:24, my second one was 6:17. So again, like we covered before, this means that I probably held back a little bit more on the first one, and I didn't think I did. I thought I was pushing as hard as I could on that first one, but it shows that I had gained time on both of the run and the carry, so that there is more fitness there than I had been willing to tap into. So I can actually push this a little bit harder the next time, or the next time I'm in a race, and know I'm going to recover and bounce back pretty well and not leave anything out on the table that way. So this workout is a little bit hard logistically to time. So I timed the first one and then the second one and kind of split them apart. That's why there's several ones in the Garmin Connect. So I recommend you do something similar and just have the times out here, or go back into your Garmin Connect and really kind of write them out to make sure that you have these, so that next time you know exactly what to do and what to work on. So for me, what this means is that I'm going to work on higher amounts of pressing these sandbag carries faster in my training, and working on moving in and out of the sandbag carry at a high level of speed. So I'm going to do things that are more like VO2 max intervals to help improve this overall pace, because I think that's where I'm at right now. My endurance is really good. My recovery bounced back fairly well. So the endurance piece is taken care of when it comes to sandbag work in particular, and the carries. So I'm going to work on running hard and then picking up the sandbag and running harder with that, so I can really get faster with that sandbag on my back and press that, because my fitness is there. It's just a matter of improving my ability and my skill with the sandbag, and my ability and skill to run faster without the sandbag. So there you have the workout. I'd love for you to try it. Drop a comment below when you do try it. Let me know what your time was. Let me know what you're going to work on to get better for next time. And again, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell to get the notifications for every time we upload new videos here at Reinforced Running, and we will talk to you next time.